Hey there guys, it's Hobo525 here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing another episode of Wave vs. Wave, where basically I compare two Marvel Legends waves with their figures and Build-A-Figures, and I see which one is superior. So today I'm going to be comparing the Juggernaut wave and the Sasquatch wave, but I do not have all the figures of this wave in this video, because I am missing one of the Deadpools from the Sasquatch wave, but I didn't need him to, make the Build-A-Figure, so that's why he's not in this, and I don't even have the figure anyway, so yeah. Oh, and this wave was requested by Carnage the Kid. He requested for me to compare these two waves, and you can too in the comments. If you request two waves for me to compare, I most likely will in a future video if I have both of them. So, with all that said, let's begin. So, I gotta say, pretty much every single figure in this wave is perfect to me. Like, most of these figures are freaking fantastic. I love them all, including the Build-A-Figures. They are also awesome as well. The Wolverine here, don't have any problems. Havoc, no problems. Kitty Pryde, no problems. Rogue, no problems. Rogue, she is such a good figure. I hope that... Okay, good. Nothing fell down. And something just did, but whatever. Yeah, this Rogue looks fantastic. I just love the chrome paint she has here, like on her, on the reparts of her suit. That's a fantastic touch. And this is just a great figure all around. Her head sculpt is so good. Probably the best head sculpt out of, like, every figure here, in my opinion. Just, like, I just love the nice blush on her cheeks. She just looks fantastic. And probably one of the best figures out of both these waves. And then we do have Jean Grey here, which is just, this figure is not exactly the best. One, her head sculpt makes her look like Medusa. Two, I mean, just, her feet are very annoying. Just look how they're sculpted. Look how high, her feet, or like her shoes go to. And, yeah, this figure cannot stand for the life of her. Like, it is so hard to get her to stand up, and it is very annoying. Which is why, all female X-Men, or, like, female figures in general, because this is not just a problem with Jean Grey, it's a problem with, like, multiple female Marvel Legend figures, which, yeah, Rogue, her feet are just, they're perfect. They're just flat, not uneven. She can stand up perfectly, and same with Kitty Pryde. I'm pretty sure they actually have the same feet, so, yeah, and they both stand perfectly, but Jean Grey, nope, just falls. So I'm glad we're getting, like, a remake of her and a new 3-pack with her, Wolverine, and Cyclops. I might have to pick that up. Hopefully that Jean Grey's better. I'll probably watch a review before I do, but yeah, this Jean Grey is just, no, like, but other than that, she's pretty good, though. Like, I like the paint apps of the gold and everything like that, and just the head sculpt. Just the head sculpt and their feet. That's my biggest problem with her. Other than that, she'd be a fine figure. Yeah, so then we do have Deadpool right here, who looks pretty good, and if I'm going to compare him with the X-Force Deadpool. And yeah, both these figures are awesome. I noticed, like, this X-Force Deadpool shares a lot of the same scope of this Deadpool, in terms of torso, arms, legs, not so much. I mean, he doesn't have, like, the shin pads right there, or the shin guards. And their, feet, or their shoes are different. And this one does have more, like, gun holsters and stuff like that. And, it has some mini grenades on his chest, when this X-Force Deadpool just doesn't. Which kind of sucks, but they're pretty much the same figure, more or less. But I gotta give it to this Deadpool right here, because this Deadpool is jam-packed of weapons, and I personally like the suit better than this one. So, gotta give it to this guy right here. This is still an amazing figure, though. It's just, I love this Deadpool so much. But if I did have the, the one from this wave, that one, it would be harder, because that figure looks awesome. I just don't have him, unfortunately, so, yeah. If we look at Deathlock, a great figure right here. This is a fantastic figure, mostly because, well, I've been reading comics about him, lately, and he is a great character, and I just love this figure a lot. And I think she's up there with Rogue with the head sculpt. This is a fantastic head sculpt, guys. Just look at it. It is so great. Just everything about it. Great head sculpt, great paint apps, great sculpt, great everything. This is a great figure. And speaking of great figure, here we have X-23, which is also a great figure. I do prefer the tiger striped version of her better, mostly because I don't really like this X-Force suit. Just doesn't look too good to me, but you know, like, it's still a great figure minus like the suit. I mean, that's not really Hasbro's fault because this is how she looks in the comics, but still, this is a really nice figure. But she's in the shadow of the tiger stripes version of her, which I do have, so yeah, but still pretty good figure. And then we do have Domino right here, who also looks pretty good. I like her a lot, actually. This is a really good Domino figure, and just everything about her. Her head sculpt is also fantastic. Like, these waves are killing it with these head sculpts lately, and this is no exception right here. Just everything. Like, look at the metallic paint, like, on her black, like, lipstick. That is nice. That is genius, and I just love this figure a lot. Semi-Negative Paladin, pretty nice figure. I wouldn't say, you know, he's like the greatest figure out there, but hey, he's a good figure. He does come with nice weapon holders right there. I wish he came with 2 because he did come with 2 guns, but it's whatever. Awesome figure. I just love the sculpt in this guy, and Havoc, he's a pretty okay figure too. I do like the suit a lot, but you know, there's something special about him. It would have been nice if he came with like more accessories and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe some like cool laser effect that can just go out of his chest. You know, that'd be pretty nice. They could like attach to it, but yeah, I'm definitely liking the new Havoc that was revealed at Comic-Con. I think that Havoc looks so fantastic and a lot better than this guy, but still not a bad figure. None of these figures are bad except Jean Grey. And then here we have the 2 Cables, and oh yeah, these guys are awesome. Like, these Cable figures are fantastic, but this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I gotta give the win to this Cable right here. I just like this Cable a lot more than this one. Like, don't get me wrong, this figure is pretty good. He looks great, but he just has too many limits in terms of articulation. Like, he has, you know, this thing on, so I can't really move his arms up that well at all. But his neck goes down pretty nice. But yeah, with these things on, it just makes him so bulky and stuff like that, and I do have a hard time posing him sometimes. And I know you can take them off, but still, it's still pretty annoying how they couldn't like work with this thing to make his articulation with the arms a little bit better. But yeah, this figure looks really great though. Just love the head sculpt on this guy, and couldn't really be happier with him, except, you know, the arms, the articulation limits, that kind of sucks. But yeah, now this is a perfect Cable figure. Just, yeah, great articulation on the arms, great head sculpt. It looks fantastic. Nice, you know, sculpt, paint apps, and everything. And to the side of this, what if I just do a little switcheroo right here? I don't even know if this will fit. There we go. Okay, this actually looks really cool. Ooh, I'm actually liking this. This looks nice. Okay, this might actually be like this might actually be the head sculpt I use for him on my shelf. This is good. But yeah, both Cable figures are pretty good. Yeah, so now let's get on to the Build-A-Figures, guys. Okay, both these Build-A-Figures are some of the best I have. Like, these figures are fantastic. Both of these figures, when I first got them, I couldn't put them down for like a couple of days. I just kept posing them around and everything. Like, these are award-winning Build-A-Figures right here, guys. This Juggernaut, he looks fantastic. He is so massive and so bulky, and just everything about him is great. His paint apps are awesome. And like, he has so much detail on him. Like, look at that chip right there in his look at that chip right there in his tooth. That looks pretty good. But yeah, both these Build-A-Figures look great. Just this Juggernaut though, everything. Look how realistic this like rusted metal he has on right now. It just looks awesome. This is a massive figure, and I just couldn't be happier with him. This guy is perfect, and yeah, I do like him better than the new one that was released with Colossus. I'm not gonna be getting that 2-pack anytime soon because that Juggernaut just, he doesn't look as good as this guy. not at all. And then we do have Sasquatch, which again, it is a great Build-A-Figure. Just look at him, the detail like on his fur sculpts looks great. Fantastic head sculpt, even though I do favor the one from Juggernaut a little bit more, but yeah, just everything about this guy looks fantastic. So much detail, so much everything. I love this Build-A-Figure a lot. He is so fun to pose, and I couldn't be happier with any of these two. They are both fantastic, but unfortunately, I do have to pick one, and that one is the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut he just looks so much better. Well, not so much, but he just has more detail put into him. I just like him a lot more. And that could be because I just know the character more, but this is such a good figure. Like, everything about him is fantastic. Just he's so massive, guys. I didn't expect him to be so big, but he is, and he looks great. And yeah, I'm not trying like to diss this figure or anything. This is a great figure. Both these figures are, but hey, I had to pick one, so let's compare these waves as a whole. So now that I gave all of my opinions about the figures, the real question is, which wave do I like better? Yeah, this is a tricky one. I mean, I already told you guys which Build-A-Figure I like better, but in terms of figures in these waves, that's gonna be a tricky one. Yeah, so both these figures both these waves have fantastic figures, but yeah, and none of them are really bad except the Jean Grey one, of course, and the Cable one from this wave. I wouldn't call it bad, but he's not perfect, unfortunately, but yeah, the Sasquatch Cable is just, but whatever. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. One little side note though, I really don't even think these figures, like any of these figures, should have been in the Sasquatch wave at all. I honestly think this, if they were gonna do a Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, I would figure the entire Alpha Flight team would just be that wave. I think that would make I think that would make more sense if doing this, just to have an Alpha Flight team and then a Sasquatch Build-A-Figure. That'd be great, because one, I want a new Puck figure, and the Pucks I've been looking at on eBay and stuff, they've been pretty pricey lately, so yeah, I definitely think the Alpha Flight team needs a new update, but that's just one little side note I had. In terms of these figures, I gotta pick the Juggernaut wave. I'm sorry, I do. Like, I just love Wolverine, Havoc. I just know these characters more than I know Domino, Paladin, Deathlock, and I just like these figures a lot more too. I just have fun posing them around more. Yeah, yeah, this was a hard one, but yeah, Juggernaut wave is definitely my number one. And basically, like, the two main figures that made me think that were the Cable and the Deadpool. Those two just make the way for me, and the Juggernaut, of course. But yeah, so those three are my three standout figures, and I'd say two standout figures for this wave are Deathlock and Sasquatch. They are both fantastic figures, and yeah, so both of these waves are great. Unfortunately, I had to pick one, so that's about it for this episode of Wave vs. Wave. Again, just if you want to, you can request a wave in the comments below. I will be sure to make a video about it next time I do one of these. And yeah, tell me which wave you like better in the comments. But that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching, and with that said, Hobo525 out.